The damp earth of Britannia yields its secrets reluctantly. When archaeologists uncovered a cache of Roman artifacts near York in 2018, their trowels scraped against something unexpected, a pristine silver denarius bearing the mark of Legio IX Hispana. The coin, minted in 120 AD, should never have been there. By all historical accounts, the Ninth Legion had ceased to exist nearly a decade earlier. This single coin opens a doorway to one of history's greatest mysteries. The Ninth wasn't just any military unit. They were Caesar's own, the veterans who crossed the Rubicon, the iron fist that crushed Boudicca's rebellion. Their battle standards bore scars from Gaul to Hispania. Yet when archaeologists examine the distribution of their artifacts, a disturbing pattern emerges. The further north one looks, the more personal the items become. A signet ring here, a phallic amulet there, the sort of objects soldiers would never abandon willingly.
To understand the Ninth's fate, we must walk in their hobnailed sandals. Imagine standing at the northern terminus of Hadrian's Wall in 122 AD. Before you stretches Caledonia, a land the Romans called Ultima Thule, where the very trees seem to whisper. The historian Tacitus wrote of the Picts, "They fight naked in the mist, their bodies like living shadows." Recent LiDAR surveys reveal why this terrain terrified Rome's finest. The scans show hidden networks of underground tunnels beneath what appeared to be empty moors, perfect for ambushes. Even more chilling are the newly discovered Pictish carvings depicting Roman soldiers being led into caves by horned figures. Were these mere battle trophies, or something more ritualistic?
In 2019, ground-penetrating radar detected unusual formations near the River Tay, the telltale rectangles of a Roman marching camp far beyond established borders. But this was no ordinary camp. The layout defied standard military patterns, forming what appears to be a perfect labyrinth. Even more disturbing, the lack of human remains. Forensic analysis of the soil tells a macabre story. Phosphorus levels suggest thousands of men camped here, yet the iron deposits form strange swirling patterns rather than weapon clusters. Dr. Eleanor Whitmore proposes a terrifying theory. The metal distribution matches Roman armor being systematically dismantled, not in battle, but carefully, almost ritually.
Rome's bureaucracy was meticulous. Every legionary's pay, every shipment of grain, every disciplinary action was recorded. Yet when we examine the records from 120 to 125 AD, we find something extraordinary. Not just the absence of the Ninth, but evidence of systematic erasure. A palimpsest discovered in the Vatican archives reveals shocking details. Beneath a later text about grain shipments lies a scraped-away passage containing the words "IX Legion" and "supplicatio," a term denoting extraordinary religious rites. Even more telling, the only intact records from this period come from the personal diary of a quartermaster, who writes of bad dreams and the northern wind carrying voices.
Modern technology may finally provide answers. In 2022, isotope analysis of teeth from a suspected Ninth Legion burial site revealed something impossible. These men had consumed water from 3 different continents in their final months. How could legionaries stationed in Britain be drinking from African and Asian springs? Perhaps the truth lies in the Vindolanda tablets. One fragmentary note mentions the emperor's new wolves being sent north. Another speaks of metal that walks. Are these merely metaphors, or could they hint at something far stranger, that the ninth didn't disappear, but was transformed into something else entirely? Each chapter builds this mystery through forensic detail and haunting imagery, leaving viewers questioning what really happened to Rome's lost warriors. The narrative weaves between ancient accounts and modern discoveries, always returning to that central enigma: how does an entire legion simply vanish?